This is Austin from the future. Apologies for the audio quality in this one. My microphone wasn't working and Audacity was not cooperating, so I will work on getting that fixed for future episodes. Thank you.
The anime subreddit has committed a grave sin. The most egregious offense there's ever been. With the choice of best girl, I was just about to hurl. Why couldn't you just let Hollow in? Welcome to RadiOtakus. So I've known you for a few years now, and
Yeah, like
we've had debates on like things that are good, things that are bad, and there are a lot of things that I have criticized you for, like your claim that Seikon no Quasar was a 10 out of 10.
It's a 10 out of 10 etchy, bruh.
But the most egregious offense that I've ever seen you have is getting your memes off of anywhere but Reddit.
Yeah, well, Facebook is the way to go, Cap.
Yeah, the most egregious offense is that you haven't used Reddit at all, or much at all, until like very, very recently.
Yeah, and that's only for Hololive, so.
Yeah, and for context, you've had a Reddit account for what, like 12 hours now?
Yeah,
12 to 15 hours.
about 12. Yeah.
So you miss out on a lot of the good stuff that shows up on a lot of the subreddits.
You mean I saved a lot of brain cells? Yeah.
You're a victor main. You didn't have any to begin with. Yes, I understand that I'm also a victor main. That's besides the point.
R/Victor mains, bro. Dude, wake up! Wake up, guys. Alright, it's whatever, dude.
So one of the things that you've missed out on Reddit is the annual /r/anime tournaments or brackets. And as somebody who is all in on March Madness, goes to Smash tournaments and loves just looking at the bracket, not even caring about who's entering, I love me some brackets. And if you pair that with waifus, you have my attention.
It's the golden pairing, no?
The golden pairing, yes. No, I'm not bracket sexual. Shut up.
Oh boy.
And
well, is B and LGBT stands for? I see now.
Okay. And the Best Girl contest for 2020, Best Girl 7, has just wrapped up in the last like 2 weeks or so, if I remember correctly, crowning Kaguya Shinomiya of Kaguya-sama Love is War as the winner. And as a joke, back in May, I said, "Hey Sean, let's play bingo. Whoever has whoever has a 5 in a row remaining, wins." And you're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah. I mean, first of all, it's a reverse bingo. I was like, what the hell? What the hell is a reverse bingo? And the second of all, I'm like, who the hell is making this tier list?
So this is your first experience with the Best Girl contests because you're a scrub who didn't use Reddit.
Well, I mean, you did mention like the previous bracket results to me, like before, right? Like when the older tournaments have their results come out, you would be like, oh, r/anime did this, and this, and I would just be like, oh, cool.
I mean, yeah, but it's also like bracketology, so it's something I'm really interested in. I'm also really interested in roasting the taste of the anime subreddit, so...
I mean, from what it sounds like, it's just been like seasonal taste for the last few years, so it's just whatever's been in season that gets like the most votes.
Yeah, especially if we consider the fact that of the 8 finalists in the Best Girl 7, Shinomiya, Ai Haisaka, and Fujiwara Chika, who's low-key objectively one girl in Kaguya-sama Fight Me.
I mean, it's the mangaka's favorite character, but yeah, I agree.
Okay, she's not like. Yeah, she kind of is.
She's not a waifu character. She's just like a meme
She
character.
she's the kind of girl that you like sit back and have a beer with. Except I don't like beer, and yeah,
You
I
sit
don't
back
know
and
where I was going with that
with.
sentence, but yeah,
It's just ramen, dude.
yeah, ramen. But
Yes,
anyway,
ramen connoisseur.
those three like had an anime that aired literally during the course
Golden period.
of the bracket.
Yeah.
You have Megumin and Aqua, who are fairly recent. When did Konosuba season 2 come out? It was like 2017 or 2018, I think.
I mean, you can say that, but I think the movie came out more recently than season 2.
Yeah, the movie was was it this year or last year? I think it's this year.
It might have it probably got subbed this year.
Okay.
I don't know about the theater releases though.
You have Emilia, who is, I mean, it was
Airing next season.
Yeah, airing the next season, and still within 4 years. 2016 is when ReZero came out, if I remember correctly. And Sakurajima Mai, who had a movie come out last year, and then her show Bunny Girl Senpai came out the year prior to that in 2018.
Yeah.
And then you have Holo, whose last
It's been around for a while.
been around for a while, but her last anime was 2011, like forever ago.
Yeah, so it's like a decade ago. Also, I just looked up the Konosuba movie. It aired in August 30th, 2019. So about 1 year ago.
August 30th, 20. Okay, almost a year ago, and it took a while to get subbed. So I don't think I watched it until what? I didn't watch until that
Recent,
long.
right?
Yeah, pretty recently. Yeah. I mean, it also didn't get subbed until recently.
Yeah, for sure. And the season 2 came out in 2017 winter, so that's like 3 years ago.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. So it has been a while. It has been a while, but the movie probably has something to do with it. Although the characters themselves are pretty memorable, so yeah.
I mean, Megumin and Aqua have been like very high seeded characters in the Best Girl competition. Ever since their airing of in the first season. I think if we count back, let's see, 2019, 2018, 2017. In 2017, Megumin was the top seeded girl, and 2016 they weren't eligible. So yeah, so as long as they've been around, they've been like top contenders for Best Girl, and they've never won. Darkness has never won, Megumin has never won, and Aqua has never won. So, what are your thoughts on the little of the bracket that I did show you? I mean, you have the bracket up. I did send.
Yeah, I have like the full thing out like right now, but like, bruh, there's like a million characters. I cannot go through all of them. I'm like zoomed out to like 25% right now. I still cannot fit the whole bracket on my screen. So yeah, I guess the biggest thing that jumped out to me was recency bias from Kaguya's cast. I think if you did this maybe 4 months later, like during our current season, which is what summer 2020, you would have a very different looking playoffs. So top 8 essentially. I don't think those 3 from Kaguya will show up in the next tournament and as finalists or as playoffs contenders. Maybe Kaguya,
unless A1
maybe
just
Hayasaka
up and
Ai,
releases another season.
True. But you know what I mean, right? I mean, if anything, I would predict a bracket that comes in the coming few months to have more ReZero and Origairu casts in the playoffs, and have less of Kaguya-sama, essentially.
Well, if they have it occurs around like April April to June during the spring season every year, if it continues along the same time. There's gonna be a lot of sequels that air in like January to March that will still be fresh.
Yeah, overall, I think I think this whole tournament is just impacted by recency bias. If you had this tournament, say in 3 months' time, when summer 2020 is about to be over, you would see a very different playoffs contenders. I feel like, um, yeah, and which is why I think this is not exactly a representative tournament for best waifu of all time, if you want to call it that. It's probably so because of this, I don't think it's worth having all these contestants. Like how many entrants do we have? We have like over 100, right? We have 112 entrants. Like I think it would make more sense for this to be like a seasonal tournament, seasonal bracket. If you have a seasonal bracket, right, you would have fewer characters and it will be a more straightforward tournament. And once you have the playoff contenders, you can consider putting them as seeds into a, you know, a yearly waifu of the year tournament. That would make more sense because I mean, okay, even if you do that, you will still have recency bias towards the fall 2020 characters because they're the characters that you see most recently. But like, yeah, I just think this tournament is flawed. I don't think it measures what it's supposed to measure, but I don't think anyone on Reddit cares. So yeah.
You hear that, anime celebrity? You're all frauds. This whole system is fraudulent.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone has taken any social sciences that involves experiments, they would know that this is like a very flawed experiment, or not of a flawed experiment, but like a very biased survey format. So yeah.
But I mean, we're weebs, so corruption is second nature to us.
Yeah, and that's why I don't associate myself with Reddit.
I mean, it's funny you say that because there actually is this seasonal best girl tournament that is going on right now. So you can hop over if you're watching. Actually, no. By the time this comes out, I think it might be over. But we could go over and
tune in next time.
Yeah, and vote for our girls of last season. And I mean, Tower of God has like 4 people on the same side of the bracket, so that's tragic.
Oh well, I mean that sounds okay. I mean, you don't want to see a Korea versus Korea finals in League, so you probably don't want to see a God of War versus.
Yes, we do. I'd rather see a Korea versus Korea final than a Dignitas versus E.
Dignitas. Oh my Dignitas. Just because they have Huni. Oh, they don't even have Huni anymore. Hold up. Yeah, it's alright.
So overall, what would you say is your impression of the previous Best Girl winners? So in Best Girl 1, the winner was Makise Kurisu from Steins Gate.
Approve. Oh, when was that, by the way? About when was that bracket held?
2013.
Okay, so it has been a while.
2014, sorry.
So, so is this like a yearly, like this?
Yeah,
bracket is this?
Yeah, it's yearly.
Okay.
So, yes, Makise Kurisu won over Hollow in Holo.
Makes sense because ReZero came out recently. It came out that year, didn't it, or the year before?
No, this is 2014, and Hollow's not from ReZero. That's from Spice and Wolf.
Hold on, when did Steins Gate come out?
Steins Gate came out in 2011.
Oh wow, okay, that was farther back than I thought. Well, Steins Gate is a good series. I can't understand why.
What's interesting is that the top seed was the top seeds were actually like interesting because two of them are as expected, right? So the two people on the right hand of the side of the bracket were Kurisu Makise and Hidaka Senjo Gahara from the Monogatari series, which I wholeheartedly approve because I have a figure of Senjo Gahara in my room and I love her. She's great. Let's see. In group. And the number 1 seed got kicked out of the contest earlier than expected by Hollow because she just kind of does that. Was Jabril from No Game No Life.
Wait, Jabril was top seed.
Yeah.
That's a meme. That has to be a meme.
Jabril. The 8 seed was Asuna from Sora Online because
Courage.
The 4 seed was Non Non Jakuzure from Kill la Kill.
Okay.
Yeah, the lolly-esque lolly voice girl. I don't know how
It's the girl with the same voice actor as or same voice actress as the alien and Furikuri. Oh my god, I cannot remember her name right now. That's a
yeah.
anime.
I can definitely tell.
Haruhara Haruko. That's the same voice actor.
The 5 seed was Taiga Aisaka, and it's when did Toradora come out? 2007. But
I have no idea.
I was surprised at that longevity. 7 seed was a Stephanie Dora from
No Game Live. Did No Game Live come out that year or something?
Yes.
There's a lot of... Okay, that makes sense. You see what I tell you? It's recency bias.
And then the 6th seed was Chitoge Kibisaki from Nisekoi. And I think Nisekoi came out in, like, what, 2012?
Maybe 2014.
Oh, 2014. No, it wasn't.
Come out during...
I think the second season came out in 2014.
Yeah, the first season came out 2014. The second season came out 2015. So, yeah.
Huh.
Recency
Okay,
bias.
so that might have been like towards the end of like 2014 or beginning of 2015.
Yep.
That makes sense. And those top seeds are kind of scuffed in my.
I mean, it's recency bias, man. What can I tell you? All right.
Because like that a girl has longevity and isn't subject to recency bias if she like keeps on getting a top seed year after year, and you'll see this with Hollow, because Hollow is like the queen of never winning the best girl contest. She'll always like see like somewhere between like 10 to 20, and then she'll get to like the finals or like the semifinals or she'll get into the top 8, and then she'll never win, and it's like and like that's what I referenced in my poem, that just Hollow just never wins.
She's the Uzi of League, dude.
Except she's never retiring. She's just gonna continue until they eventually give Spice and Wolf a season 3 in like 200 years.
We'll see about that.
So the final 8 were Holo versus Asuna. So
who cares?
Holo won this side of the bracket, by the way. So yeah. Himeko Inaba versus Oshino Shinobu. Himeko Inaba from Kokoro Connects, and Shinobu from Monogatari.
That was not a name I expected here.
Yeah. I personally agree with that. I don't know if she's necessarily top 8 pre-2015 material, but like she's a pretty solid character in my opinion.
Recency bias much? Let me see. It came out in 2012, so it's kind of recent.
I'd say the biggest culprits of recency bias would be like that year or the year before. So in this case, it'd be like 2013, 2014. So I'll give Inaba a pass. And let's see. On the other side, we have Kurisu Makise versus Riko Matoi from Kill la Kill, which came out in 2014. So again, recency bias.
Yeah, I mean the characters themselves are pretty good from Kill la Kill, but when you're that close to when the tournament's being held, like it cannot be helped that you're put to a magnifying lens, in terms of your quality. And
then Senjo Gahara versus Yoko Littner. And Yoko Littner's been around since 2007, so she's definitely up there in the longevity top tier.
Oh wait, is she from Gurren Lagann?
From Gurren Lagann, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know her last name. I only knew her. That would be her last name, wouldn't it? I only knew one side of her name. I only knew Yoko. I didn't know her the second part of her name. So I was like, who?
Dude, side note, just like dealing with the names in anime is kind of confusing because you're not really sure. Because with the Japanese naming convention, it's hard to figure out what's first and what's last, and it's like, great. If I'm gonna call it by one name, what do I say?
You're not sure if what you're referring to, like, usually is the westernized version of the first last name or the original version of the Japanese first last name convention. So you're like, is that the first name or the last name? I mean, it's whatever. We usually get the point. So
I was reading a conversation that that Twitch chat was having because this JAV star Shibuya Kaho, well, I guess former JAV star, that's very prominent in like the Anituber community. She's appeared in like one or two videos, but there was like a whole discussion about whether Shibuya or Kaho was considered the first name and all that. All right, so to Best Girl contest number 2, held in probably 2015.
yeah.
Maybe like early 2016, but we'll see.
Okay. Yeah.
So we'll let's see. All right. So you got the winner, Yukino Shita, beating Saber, the number 9 versus beating the number 3 seed. How do you feel about this? About the winner?
The new type period. I don't know.
When did Fate Zero come out? Was that 2013? Was it 2015?
Let me check. Phase Zero came out 2011.
Okay.
Season 2 is probably out in like 2012 or something. Yeah.
Oh, but Unlimited Blade Works might have come out in 2015. Yeah. First episode release date it was 2014. Final episode release date was 2015. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So recency bias with Rin, Tosaka, and Saber, but like I'd say they're pretty quality characters.
I mean, they've been around for a while, so it's not like they've been around for a while. It's just that they're brought back into the spotlight because of the Unlimited Blade Works adaptation. As for Yukino, Origaru aired the first season in 2013, so I'm surprised she didn't make it through the first round or like the first tournament, considering the anime was out by then.
Yeah, I don't know if she just didn't show up. I can check, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of fun, like just going through and looking at all of this research. Oh my god, there's a lot of Yuis. Okay, so Yui was the 50th seed, Yukino Shita was the 54th seed, which means that they probably lost in like the round of 64.
Yui shippers, how do you feel about this season of Origairu?
It's heartbreaking because somebody's gonna lose, and I don't want anybody to lose.
Harrowment much?
So the final 8 were Rin Tosaka, which is the 1 seed, who lost to Yukino Shita, which personally I'm surprised by because I figured that a lot of people really like Rin Tosaka. I mean, I like Rin. Whether or not you like Tsundere's is up to you, but
Well, here's the thing, right? I would put the edge on Rin because the first season of Origairu looks like it was drawn in paint or something. It looks pretty bad visually, so I'm surprised that Yukino Shita won in the end. But sorry to say, man, that's the right choice.
We had Hitaki Senjogahara versus Megumi Tadokoro. And from Shokugeki no Soma, beating, upsetting a lot of people, actually. Upsetting Jabril Peppers.
Jabril's just a joke character at this point, man. She's like a jobber, dude.
Hachikuji, Shiro from No Game No Life, and that's the last of the upset. She also beat Misaka 10032, but slightly higher seed.
What?
I'm surprised to see Megumi Tadokoro so high because by the point in the story where this bracket was held, Tadokoro was still one-dimensional. She wasn't like very good at anything in terms of character development, I believe.
Yeah,
some might
I mean,
argue
even
otherwise, but she definitely gets a little bit more of a development in like season 3 and season 4, and those are much more recent than 2015. So I'm that's why I'm surprised that Tadakura made it.
yeah, well, I know she appears. Not appears. She appeals to certain kinds of people though, so um, I could see why they would rate her pretty high, but
This
yeah,
is
she's
why
not a
Miku was the most popular character. Damn it, in quintessential quintuplets.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Um, yeah, but Senjo Gohara beat Tadakoro and then lost to Yukino. Um, and I believe
Fair.
Senjo Gohara would go on to like I don't know if she's in Best Girl 3. Oh, she is. Okay, so we'll save that spoiler for later. We have Yui Yugahama, the second seed, so riding the Ordegaru High, versus Aisaka, Taika Aisaka once again. I'm surprised that Aisaka continues to win, especially since she's a tsundere, which doesn't exactly appeal to everybody. She's also a lolly, and her series hasn't been relevant in years.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she's from Toradora, right? Like people talk about Toradora as like the entry romance anime. Yeah, so okay, because of this, a lot of people will be watching Toradora as their first romance anime, and as a result, they're gonna have like a imprint towards whatever they first see. Whatever you first see is usually gonna be one of your favorites or what defines your taste later on. So that could be why she keeps showing up. I do agree though. I'm not a huge fan of Toradora. So yeah, I don't know why she would show up so consistently as opposed to some other characters. But I guess Sundaras do appeal to a certain group, right? That's why the trope is commonly used. So yeah.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that she made it out of the group over Powerhouse, Risa Hawkeye, and Onodera. But I mean, Nisekoi was kind of a
I
dumpster fire
mean, it's
anyway.
Reddit, so what can you say?
And then Saber versus Mikoto Misaka, who was the 70th seed, so that in itself was surprising because the 70th seed never makes
What?
top 8.
This bracket is sketch.
I don't know when various arcs of Railgun came out, but I mean, her showing up
It's too convoluted.
as a very low seed is not the. It's not going to be the first time. Overall, how do you feel about this final 8?
Yeah. This final 8. I mean, it's kind of expected, right? I mean, Hollow shows up again. You got your recency bias taking up like 4 spots, right? You got Yui, Yukino,
No.
Saber,
Hollow didn't show up in this final 8, actually.
Oh, shit. Hollow didn't?
Okay. Let me see where she.
My bad.
She lost to Senjo Gahara as a 13th seed.
Wow. Okay. Oh, and Misaka Mikoto shows up in 2013 in Railgun Season 2, so that's probably why she shows up
again. Oh my god, it's been 7 years since Railgun Season 2. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it has been a while. The series... I mean, I do like the Toaru series, but the series is not that well received outside of Japan, I feel like. So, yeah.
I really enjoy the parallel world building aspects of Toaru, so... Yeah, I'm happy to see more of it, as long as I don't have to deal with Index. Index the character, not Index the series.
But that's like 50% of this franchise. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's like a pretty normal, pretty standard bracket. I don't think anything particularly stands out. I don't know.
I'm okay with this bracket. Besides Tadokoro, who I think other characters in that side could have made.
Oh yeah.
And Aisaka.
I mean,
because I'm not personally into her character. I think Toradora isn't as good as a lot of people say it is, but that's because some of the I didn't like some of the characters. That's just personal. And if I don't like the characters, I like a show significantly less, especially if they're main characters.
Yeah.
That's why I went on
you're
that
not
like
as invested.
20-minute rant about Rent a Girlfriend last episode.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of normal for a bracket, even in playoffs, to have one or two bad teams, right? Or bad candidates. So it's kind of it's not too bizarre, right? It's not like half of the pool is garbage or something.
All right, now let's go to 2016 Best Girl Part 3 Salt Dust Crusaders. I really like what they do is they they title each best girl off of usually they put salts into the, some phrase that relates to the previous winner. So, but you'll see in future because I think Best Girl 4 is when they started like relating it to the previous winner. But obviously, Salt Dust Crusaders references Stardust Crusaders, the JoJo arc.
Yep.
But this one was won by Mikoto Misaka over Megumi Tadakoro because she showed up against her for some fucking reason.
What the? Dude, they wouldn't trade at the finals.
I know, right?
No?
Why?
What the heck is this rigged? This is rigged. What the hell?
So on the left side of the bracket, we have Hitagi Senjo Gahara. Oh my god, I can't pronounce her name. Versus Edo Chitanda from Hyoka. Did you expect that?
Ooh.
Wait,
I don't know that character actually.
Edo
Wait, say that
Chitanda,
again.
Chitanda Edo. The main girl in Hyoka.
Ah,
Did you even watch Hyoka?
I remember now. I did watch Hyoka. I just don't remember.
Yeah,
her
the
name.
main girl, the one with purple eyes.
Kimi know this.
Yeah, that
I'm
one.
interested. Yeah, I know.
I'm surprised to see Edo Chitanda in this because
Me too.
Hyoka aired in that is the novel 2012.
2012.
I opened it up and it says Hyoka originally published October 31st,
Novel.
2001. I was like, wait a second, that's not right. No, it's a novel. Okay, I see. But I'd say that's reasonable longevity. If people like her for what 4 years,
Still remember
3 or
after
4
like
years.
3 years or 4. Yeah.
we have a surprise contender. I think it's a surprise contender. Sakura Chiyo from Geke. What was it? Monty Girls Nozaki-kun.
Kitan Shoujo. Oh my god, what the hell? She's a gag comment. Like, she's a joke. What the heck? Dude, she's the win trader. She's the second win trader. You got Megumi and then you got her. Wait, this time is rigged. What the hell?
When did this air?
It had to be recently, like relative to when the
2014,
tournament is
so
held.
2 years.
Okay, not too far.
Versus
Yeah.
Mikoto Misaka. So, the
Oh, so that's how she win. So she win traded her way up to the finals, and she win traded the final itself.
yeah, she definitely win traded so that Billy would win. On the other side, we have Saber
That's so
versus
rigged.
Tadakoro. Saber getting high seed once again.
How, bro? What? Okay, yeah, I'm going to subreddit. Okay, yeah, go on.
Hey man, we got 3 more that we haven't talked about yet.
Jesus Christ. Why am I here?
And then we have Rin Tosaka versus Holo, which is much more understandable.
Okay.
Holo won, and then proceeded to lose to Tadakoro by 16 votes. Both of these semifinals, Senjo Gahara versus Bidi and Tadakoro versus Holo were really close. And neither went the way that I would personally want them to. Because Bidi won by, what, 37 votes? And then...
Oh, wow, that's the...
Yeah, and for context, both of these had
pretty close.
5,600, around 5,600 votes per character, so...
Jesus Christ, that's like a less than 1% margin.
It's kind of insane how close all those matches are. But an actual good character won this one, so I can't really complain. I mean, I personally think that she's a good character. I know some people don't, but
I mean, if Megumi won this tournament, it would be a sin. So, good job, Reddit.
The fact that she lost that she beat Hollow is a sin in itself. But that's. All right, hold on. Let's see who she beat to get there. Oh my gosh, she beat she beat Winry Rockbell. That's all I need to know. She beat Komachi. She beat Tatsumaki. This is so scuffed.
What? This is there's only one word to say, man. This is cringe. Cringe.
I'm not even finals. Okay. Right. Best Girl 4, a certain salty railgun. And at this point, Senjo Gahara was not allowed to be in the tournament because she won Best Character contest in the same year.
Wait, hold up. So they named this one after Misaka Mikoto. Who did they name the previous one? Like it's JoJo, right? Why did they name it after JoJo? Is it because JoJo just happened?
Probably. I think this is the point where they decided to name it after the.
Oh, okay, got it. The previous.
No,
one,
actually,
right?
no. They've only done it for 3 of them. Best Girl 4, 6, and 7. 5 was separate for whatever reason.
What the hell? Okay, consistency.
So
I like it.
This one was won by Rin Tosaka over Yu Gehama. Personally, I like this top 8. Just looking at it right now. So on the left side we got Hollow versus Riku Matoi. So both at this point long-lasting characters, and I'm a Hollow fan, so I'm okay with it.
They're pretty frequent playoff.
Kanbaru versus Rin Tosaka, and that's surprising because Kanbaru is. I didn't think she was as popular of a character. I personally love Kanbaru. I think she's a fun character.
Well, I mean, it's only because her senpai dropped out that she was able to show up. So yeah.
Senjo Gahara died for the sins.
True. For her moment to shine, but she.
We have Rem versus Yui Gahama, because this is the first year. This is being the first year that ReZero was eligible.
Jesus.
And then Emilia versus Shinobu. What?
Okay. No, nothing. I was just thinking. Isn't Nene's last name also Shinobu? I was just thinking, what if she went against Nene? Or
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think all 8 of these characters are good. All 8 of these are good girls. Shinobu, if she was in her legal form.
I'm surprised Yui Gahama made it to the finals.
Yeah, I thought she would have lost to Rem, personally.
I thought Yuki Noshita would be around.
No, Yuki Noshita, but because Yuki Noshita had won a previous one like 2 years prior, she was not allowed to come back. Yeah.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
She did?
We went over this 20 minutes ago.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I just woke up. I'm sorry, guys. Cut this out. Cut the tape.
Dude, imagine waking up at 9 o'clock is fucking early. Alright. Best Girl 5, Legend of the Galactic Waifu, where the 2nd seed Rem beat the 1st seeded Aqua.
Aqua was first seed.
Aqua was first seed, which I think is a...
Oh, wait. Is that when season?
No, I think this was when the first season of Konosuba was eligible.
Oh! Yeah, you're right, because we haven't seen any of the Konosuba people up
Wait,
here now. Yeah,
where's Megumin? What the hell? This is the most basic ass top 8 I've ever fucking seen. Actually, no.
So
no. I talk about in terms of seed, because like you expect in a perfect world, which far from perfect, because Aqua's number 1 seed. But in the perfect world, a bracket would end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seeds in your final final 8.
Yep.
You know. Yeah.
In your playoffs.
This one had 5 of those 8s. But the most basic is the most recent. But we'll get to that in a second. So we have number 1, Aqua versus number 8, Ryuko Matoi, showing up again. We have number 4, Ochako Uraraka versus number 5, Toru on the other side. Toru from Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Oh, what the? Okay.
Yeah, I remember just seeing so many fucking Torus at anime conventions. There's so fucking many of them. Holy shit.
Yeah, she was a big hit. Yeah, Kill Annie at it again.
Rem versus Shoko Nishimiya from A Silent Voice.
Kill Annie at it
And then
again.
Holo versus Marishina, and personally I don't like Mariyuri. I'm sorry. From Steins
Oh wait,
Gate.
that's from Steins Gate.
So Holo showing up again, once again.
Sooner or later you'll get it. It's the law of big numbers, right?
I think it was inevitable that Rem was going to win one of these because Waifu Wars. ReZero. And I think ReZero was very fresh in people's minds, and I think ReZero is a much more hotly debated Waifu War than Konosuba is.
I mean, they basically set it up for it, right? They basically set up a series for it. It's just we're focusing on Rem the whole time, even though in the background, like, you're supposed to be going after Emilia. So, yeah, it's just a topic primed for a discussion.
Man?
So
I love Emilia.
Pepe hands.
Yeah, this was a. I'm surprised that Shoko Nishimiya made it to the top 8, but I'm not disappointed. Personally, she was 2-peer. Alright, Best Girl 6, starting Stalt in another contest. This one referencing ReZero. Starting Stalt in another contest. Definitely not starting life in another world.
That's pretty funny.
We have Mayuri Shina versus Mikasa Ackerman. Personally, I'm surprised Mikasa has not shown up before this tournament.
I mean, she probably showed up in like the earlier brackets, right? Or I mean, like as a lower seed.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm surprised she hasn't made it to top 8 until that year.
Okay, I mean, she was pretty popular when she first came out, but I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of her. But I know she's popular, so yeah, I'm a little surprised. Not too surprised, but I'm a little surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if she made it into top 16, but making it to top 8, I feel like it's a little too high for her. But
yeah, she was a 9 seed, so she was expected to just technically just miss out. Yeah. Yuki Asuna, who ended up winning the whole thing over Winry Rockbell.
I somebody end my life.
Versus Jabril, which even as a meme pick somehow finally made it into the final top 8.
I mean, I know she's a meme pick because she's a joke character, but I don't know, she's kind of hot. But yeah, I don't think she's finalist worthy. Is what I'm saying.
I think the points where Asuna deserved, like, as much as I don't care as much for her as a like high top tier waifu, she did beat 0-2, so she did some good for this world.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it's like pitching coronavirus against Ebola, man. It's like, which one do you want to win? Neither? No, you have to pick one. Ah, fuck, okay, I guess I'll go with Corona because it doesn't straight up murder me. Oh, Jesus. Really no winning this, dude.
But like, you know, at least one of them will lose.
Yeah, except the other one will go on and take over the whole world. So, like, what do we do?
Boom! Demonetization on YouTube. Let's go.
Joke's on you. I only have 45 subs. I cannot be monetized.
I'm also surprised that that it took this long for Winry Rock Bell to get into the final 8, because everybody loves Full Metal Alchemist and everybody loves Winry.
I like Hawkeye a little more, but yeah.
I think this was like an okay contest besides Asuna winning, but she had like no competition. She completely destroyed every person that everybody that she faced besides 02. So like, you know what?
And 02,
if you have that much support, you deserve to win, and I'll just be salty for another year, which I will be anyway because I'm still playing League at the time.
Still playing League right now. Best vector in Japan, by the way. Subscribe, follow on YouTube and Twitter and Twitch and shit like that. Just kidding. But no, I mean this is the 6th, right? The 6th bracket. So the 7th is this year. Okay, I was just gonna say, has 02 made any appearance after this? But then there's only one more after this, so I guess we cannot really say. But like, yeah, Darling and the Cooks, that show, bro.
Actually, they just come out with out of nowhere season 2 that just all anime original material, and then people just like, no, why would you do this? This is not right.
It's a freaking blasphemy to Gainax and Trigger, dude. Like, it's basically a parody. Like, it's supposed to be a homage to Gurren Lagann, Eva, and all that shows, but it's just an insult to them. It's such a bad adaptation. It's such a bad show. It's so cancer, dude. Okay, sorry. So I'll stop ranting about Darling in the Franxx. But okay, she does not deserve to be there. I don't know what 02 is doing in like top 16. Yep, good job.
And we've already went through the finalists, but the finals were Kage Shinomiya versus Sakaji Mai. I think this is literally the first time that the 1 seed has actually won. You have the 2nd seed winning, the 9th seed winning. God, I have to go. 53rd seed winning, 5th seed winning.
Okay.
The 2nd seed winning, and then the 4th seed. So, first time that a 1 seed has won. I was really.
Wait, who's the 53rd seed? I'm just curious.
The 53rd seed. Oh, that was BDB.
Or like.
Okay. Personally, I was rooting for Holo because.
Shut up again.
Holo's made it into the top 8 6 out of 7 years. And she hasn't had a series since 2011. Yeah. Just let her win for once.
Pray to God there's season 3, man. Although, I mean, who knows, right? Origairu and ReZero got a sequel like a forever later. So, you know, Spice and Wolf, maybe we'll have a chance in 20 years.
Yeah, but ReZero has been. It's like, I think the light novels are still being written, right?
Yes, and it's still constantly being discussed. So.
And Origairu just finished in the last like 2 years in terms of the light novel.
Don't remind me that season 3 will be the last season, okay?
Who's ready for a Origairu college arc?
Fuck yeah! I mean, that's what's happening in Bunny Girl Senpai.
I wish mine won too. I wish that somebody on that side of the bracket besides Fujiwara would have won. But overall, what are your impressions of the last 7 years of Best Girl?
One of them does not belong there, and I think you can guess which one. Otherwise, it's whatever, right? I mean, Kurisu won the first one, so I approve. That's the only good thing that Red's done so far. Or
I mean, you do approve of most of the winners besides the one that besides Asuna. Like, they might not necessarily be the most optimal choice of the finalists, but you still approve of the choices, right?
Like they're not egregious, but they're not the ones I have in mind. Definitely. I'm surprised Aqua won. I'll be honest. I'm even more surprised that Kaguya won, the most recent one. But otherwise, the rest sounds pretty tame. I'm surprised Misaka won when she's 50-something seed, but although seeding doesn't really matter. Like,
Yeah,
to
that
be
was
honest.
that was just a out of nowhere real dark horse. Like that's some like
Yeah.
tournament dark type shit.
Well, that's more of a win trade, but yeah. We've analyzed that bracket enough. It's a win
So
trade.
we've been
Okay.
roasting our we've been roasting the anime subreddit's taste in anime for the last hour. But we should probably give you some semblance of some borderline on the girls that we think are high tier, and we made a tier list like, God, how long ago was it? 5 months ago.
I was
Yeah, it was 5 months ago, and I have it on my phone. I saved it specifically because I knew that we were gonna do this.
Dedication, guys. Subscribe.
Yeah, that is the wrong fucking. It's got to be in my Twitter folder, right? All right. So there are a couple like meme pics on here because you've been listening to this podcast, you know
Yes.
what we're about. So we have the manager from Zombieland Saga at the top of the list.
Voiced by the voice actor of
To be
Okabe
clear,
Ritaro from Steins Gate.
The first four
We
of
are
these
not
are
viewing.
all just meme pics. Well, okay, they're not exactly like they're not ordered. Like we like these characters, but they're not ordered.
No, they're not.
We have Shimarin from Yuri Camp because I absolutely love Yuri Camp, and I can't loot her. Like you just can't loot her. I mean,
I can.
but shame on you if you do.
I can. I will.
Fuck you. If you ever send me Rin hentai, the Shimarin hentai, I'm gonna block you. I'll just send it in there so that we have the access. We have
yes,
Shinobu
so I can see it too.
from Monogatari and Tai Yamada from Zombieland
Monogatari.
Saga.
I mean, I would loot a 5,000-year-old vampire.
I'm reporting you to the FBI.
Where there's a hole, there's a way.
Man, what the actual fuck? Alright. So, number one, Makise Kurisu. I think your choice to put her at like top of the actual list was yours, but I'm not gonna complain.
And then we have Shinjo Gahara from Monogatari, which is a
pretty standard pick. She's like by and far. I think she's personally one of my like top tier picks, which is why she's number 2. We have Yukino Shita Yukino from Oregai. I think this one was.
Yep. The winner of
specifically your pick.
Yes, I very much enjoy her brains.
We have Hayasaka, actual best girl in Kaguya-sama. If you think otherwise,
yes, I don't know why she didn't win this one.
Justice for Hayasaka.
Yes, that's why. That's why the 7th bracket is Cancer. All right, and then we have Ishiki Iroha, which is the best kohai.
Just back to Hayasaka real quick.
Anime.
I like as much as you say that the best girl 7 was scuffed for having her lose. Having her lose to Kaguya is like one of the most that makes sense things I've ever fucking heard.
True. It's it'll be a meta
That's
lost.
Realistic win trading right there.
Yes, she's doing it for her employee or employer.
We have okay. Ishiki is my personal favorite girl of Origaru.
She's a
second favorite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Second, not third.
No. What?
You have Shinjo Gahara and you have Hayasaka above her.
No. Second favorite girl in Origaru.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I think I just forgot to put number 1 in S tier because my bad.
Wait, who's your number 1? Yui Gahama.
No, Christmas Cake
right?
Sensei.
Sensei, right?
Sensei.
Yeah. Yes. Good choice. All right. Then we have Saki from Zombieland Saga. How many Zombieland Saga characters do we have? We have 3.
Do we? Oh yeah. Okay. But like 2 of them are in the meme pics, so. But like Saki was like the
Just to
biggest...
be clear, the zombie and the manager are the meme picks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just clear.
Saki is our legitimate pick because A, she looks so cool. B, she's so cool. And C, she's like the ultimate bro. And like, I've had this discussion with Sean, but like, if you have like a relatively boyish personality, blonde anime girl, I'm gonna eat that shit up. Looking at my Mordred figure right now.
And you know what he's
looking
eating.
at my Mordred figure right now because yes.
Yep. You know which part of her he'll be eating.
Sean, I'm gonna kick you off this fucking podcast.
Wait, it's my turn.
We have Sakura Jimai because Sakura Jimai is fantastic.
Honestly, Yukino Shita clone, but I like her anyways. In a different way.
She's different than Yukino Shita. Fuck off.
She's more like a Yukino Shita face plus a Senjugahara personality.
Yeah, I think that's a lot better. But she's like a very fun and well written character.
Yes.
We have 2 Nakano sisters from Quintessential Quintuplets. We have Nino Nakano and Yotsuba Nakano.
And that's pretty much because of the manga, not because of the anime. Just yeah.
We are not going to spoil the Quintessential Quintuplets manga because we're going to recommend it later this episode. But yeah, spoilers, so we won't. We have the alien from Fulikuli because I've only watched 2 episodes of that, so I don't remember anybody's name.
How do you like this so far, actually?
It hurts my fucking brain, dude.
Yeah, it's
I've never been more confused. Okay, I think I texted you this exact phrase, but I've never. The last time I was this confused watching an anime, I was watching Spirited Away, and Spirited Away confused me for literally no reason. Like, if I think about it now, I'm like, okay, I understand it. It makes sense. But when I was watching it, I was like, I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Were you watching it when you were young or something?
No, I watched it when I was like 20.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I don't know why then. You have no excuse.
I actually have no... I don't know. But, I mean, this character is, like, very interesting, but I'm not entirely sure I would personally put her at S tier. Usually when Sean and I do a tier list about waifus in general, the one, stipulation we have is if one of us decides that somebody is S tier, we will not interfere with that decision. So when we made our Azure Lane tier list, I was hands off with all the ships that he considered S tier, and he was hands off with all the ships that I considered S tier. Just to be clear.
I mean, you'll probably like her once you finish the series. You'll understand her more. You'll like her even more on the second rewatch. So, yep.
You're planning to rewatch anything.
Right, it's only 6 episodes, man. You could just watch it twice and pretend it's a full core. Just saying.
Who's that next?
Shiki Ryogi. Ryogi? Shiki from Karano Kyokai. Yep.
Okay, I recognize the art style, and then I just completely blanked because I just forgot what it was from.
Have you watched it? The movies?
No, I should.
Okay.
And I just haven't.
I recommend it. I recommend it. It's a better fate. Yeah. But yeah, Shiki is just a fun character. She's more of a silent type, as you will find out later. But she's a lot like a cat, right?
Okay.
She's usually quiet, but she wants your attention.
I think we call that bestiality.
Yes, and I eat that. You know, and you know which part I'm eating.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
And next we have Elizabeth from Persona 3. She's a funny character. I just like her.
Yeah, I've not played Elizabeth, so that's... played Elizabeth. Played Persona 3.
Persona 3, yeah.
We have a Neon Genesis girl.
Rin, yeah.
I have not watched Neon Genesis.
Oh, you haven't seen Ava? Yep. Okay. So your next 2 watch list will be Ava and Karano Kyokaiden. All right. Nice.
Oh, I gotta watch some trash, dude.
No. Well, no. Fuck off that SEO shit, dude. No.
We have
Okay, I don't know what this next character is doing on the list, but I think we were still trolling at that point.
No, I genuinely like Lovey Kazama from Trinity 7.
Oh, okay,
Like
okay.
I think she's she's like one of the actual characters that makes me wish Trinity 7 was actually a good show.
I mean, her personality is a lot similar to Elizabeth's from Persona 3. Just not the edgy
Oh my
part.
god, there's a
So you'll probably like
fuck.
Elizabeth too.
We have Ryu Futaba from Bunny Girl Senpai because
Yes, because
first of all, dick. Second of all, her interactions with Sakata are so funny.
yes, lewd scientist is best scientist. Okay,
We
that's
have
all we have to say.
Black Lagoon, Revy from Black. Who's just, to be honest, I read some Black Lagoon dojins a couple days before we made this list.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, she's pretty good.
She's pretty good. And then we had one that you put on here because you
You
played
didn't
the
play
game and
Persona
I
4
hadn't.
yet.
And then
But
I
now
played
you
the
have.
game, and then I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Yes.
Canon waifu.
Yes.
Risei Kujikawa from Persona 4 and Persona 4 Golden.
You want to date a model? You can date one for $30 on Steam right now if you buy
It's
Persona 4
$20.
Golden.
It's $20.
Okay, it's even cheaper. Just pretend it's like 60 or pretend it's 30% off or something.
It's nice it's nice actually having like characters actively flirt with you because that never happens in real life to me.
Yeah, well, it depends, you know.
But it's also something that you don't see as often in video games, like at all, unless it's like specifically a fucking dating sim.
Yeah, you don't see it very often, and if it's done, it's usually done pretty tastelessly. So,
Okay, why the fuck did you put Jabril on here?
why the fuck did Jabril show up in all those playoff brackets?
You were
There's-
just criticizing Jabril for showing up as a top seed, and here you have it in fucking S tier.
I told you, I only like her for her
God, there's
body.
something
Okay.
so wrong with you.
I mean, if somebody made like a six doll after her, like a six doll model after her, it would be S tier model, bro.
I'm fucking cutting this
Shit.
out. I'm so ashamed.
Wait, why? Why?
I'm
It's okay,
blocking
I
you
have
on
this
Facebook,
portion-
and you know what? You
I have
should
this
be.
portion of the audio on my PC. I can put it back into the YouTube version.
God, this is what happens when I send him the not safe for work subreddits to subscribe to.
Yes, except I'm already on top of it. I'm more on top of it than the entire Reddit combined. So, jokes on you. And then we have Misaka Mikoto after that.
She's
makes
quality female main character.
Yes, the only thing that doesn't make sense is her seeding and her win trading wins. So, yeah, I don't know. That bracket that she won was kind of weird.
This win brought to you by the Kuroko Corporation.
Pretty much. Just teleports all the competition out.
We have
Sub-
Maki
sub-
Ose from
jokes.
Fire Force. As much as I thought Fire Force was very mediocre for a shonen, I guess it's like, okay, I liked it as a shonen because I don't like shonen, but like I enjoyed it more than other shonens.
I mean, it's by the guy who wrote Soul Eater. It's hard to go wrong when you have talents like that working the narrative. Or not just the narrative, but the choreography based too, because the choreography is mostly determined by the manga, and then they just adapted it. So yeah. The only thing I have to say about this is Onegai Muscle.
No. We're not talking about that. We have Megumin because Sean's a fucking lolicon.
I mean, it's just Shinobu without the 500 years, so
You can
it's whatever.
fuck right off. We have 2B, which
we have to be
I
Nier Automata.
I personally don't know why.
It shows up here, yeah.
Yeah, because like
Because we're using like a website to make that tier list, and it just happened to be there, and I was just like, oh, I know B2B. So
like
just put her
I
on.
personally don't think that she should be here, but just because I don't think she should be like on the
in anime
like of an option.
in the category.
Yes,
Yes.
because I would like put her under like a different. I think there's a different umbrella of like
It's
video
a
game
gaming,
girls
right?
and then anime girls. Because like Risei Kujikawa from Persona is on here because like A she's
She's from an
she's
anime
had anime.
adaptation.
B it's an anime-esque game, but 2B hasn't had either of those.
Yes.
But-
Yes, but but they were there, and I saw them, and I'm just like, yes, I love Nier Automata, so I put them there. It's mostly my vote. And then we have Asuka from Eva.
Someone watched Ava.
Yep. I mean, Asuka is a very interesting character. Much more so than Rin in terms of a personality. Rin is more of an enigma in terms of her history. So that's yeah. But Asuka though, Asuka is, I'd say she's pretty much the same as Jibril for me. Got a nice body under that plug suit, so très bien. She could be a pain to deal with though.
Asuka
I feel
age. Okay, she's 28. I'll give you a pass.
Yeah. Wait, she's 28?
It says something about biologically 28, so she's probably like 17, but biologically 28 or some bullshit like that. I don't know. I haven't watched Neon Genesis. I'm not spoiling anything.
Okay, and then we got Yoko from Gurren Lagann next. Pretty standard pick, I feel like.
Yeah.
Nothing much to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have Kamachi. Like, I put Kamachi in S tier, not as a waifu, but like as a character, because Kamachi is literally best Emoto. If you like, there is no better Emoto than Kamachi. There's nothing you can say to change my mind on that.
Not even Ori Emo can change my mind. Not even a sister that will bang me could change my mind. Okay, that's how good
I was
she is.
really expecting you to go. Not even hentai will change my mind on that.
I don't know, man. Come on, you guys step it up if you want to beat hentai. So next we have Rem from ReZero.
Yep. Yep. You're a Rem fan, right?
I'm not a Rem fan. I'm not a Rem fan per se. I'm more
Happy
of a
fan.
Well, kind of. I'm more of a harem end fan. But
that's
the thing is, I like Rem more because but I like Rem more because there's only reasons to like Rem in season 1 of the show, and not many reasons to like Emilia in season 1 of the show, which is why it makes sense for people to like Rem more than Emilia, because they focus so much on Rem. So I think it makes sense to have her higher than Emilia. If you already like Emilia and you're putting her in S tier, you're probably gonna put Rem higher because you've seen her more if you haven't read that light novel. So
I would have put Emilia higher, but that's just me.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. Fucking Elf sounds pretty fun too. They're both alright though. They're both alright characters. I think ReZero has pretty solid female casts. Do we not have Krush up here? Krush from
No,
ReZero?
I think we put her at like the tier below.
Okay, yeah, she's pretty good. I'm also surprised that we didn't put Oragaru Sensei. Oh my god, what's her name?
Hiratsuka.
Yes, I'm surprised we didn't put her in S tier too. But
yeah, I would have put her like high. I would put her high tier, like high of this bracket.
Yeah, I guess we were just. I think you had to go, like, so we were rushing.
Yeah, no, we like. So when we made this, I had stopped by Ann Arbor, pre-quarantine, mind you. Yes. I stopped by Ann Arbor because
to pick up the Vita, right, for PS4 or the.
No, that was after.
Okay.
I don't even know why I was in Ann Arbor. I think I was just visiting something or someone.
And you're like, you want to hang out, and I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, and then I had to eventually I had to leave to pick up my parents from the airport because my entire family went on vacation without me. So I stopped by Ann Arbor, and then we made this tier list. And there were like 400 fucking girls in this tier list, and we're like, all right, we have an hour and a half.
It was not enough.
It was not.
It was barely enough.
I mean, thankfully, a lot of the characters we just neither of us knew, so we could just put them in the tier. But yeah, Shiratsuka Sensei should have been in this tier, and Krush should have been around this tier. Who's that? Wait, who's that next to Ram?
9A from Nier Automata.
Yeah, same thing with 2B. I don't know, but shouldn't be in this list.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Emilia.
And then we have Emilia,
which we touched on.
Yeah.
Is that? No, I don't know. Actually, I just don't know who that is.
She's from Eva. Misato Katsuragi.
Yes, I'll take your word for it.
You'll find out when you watch the show. She's a very nice, mature character. She's a nice adult character, but not very mature.
Makes sense. Checks out.
She's mature in physical age, right? but not. But mentally, she's a little unstable and unfit to be a guardian, which is
Mentally,
why
just half her
preparing with
physical
Shinji is so
age.
good. Yes.
We have one of the characters from Shirobako. It's been a long time since I watched the first like 6 episodes of Shirobako, so.
Oh,
I don't
wait,
remember
so you have Shirobako.
I need to finish it, but then I just keep on forgetting to finish it.
Okay, well, that's another show to put on your to-watch list.
And
That's
it's
not
sad
garbage.
because Crunchyroll's taking away Shirobako like tomorrow, so I can't.
So watch it all today. Perfect. But yeah, it's Aoi. I mean, I'm really bad at pronouncing that word. Aoi Miyamori.
I think having 3 vowels in a row should be fucking illegal.
Aoi.
Like for
Aoi.
words like kawaii, like I can understand because one of the I's is just technically elongated, but like having 3 distinct vowels in a row is just fucking wrong.
Yeah. I wish I was more trained in the Japanese pronunciation, but because that's a pretty common word, right? Because it also means it's like a color. It's like a color. I think it's blue
Aoi.
or something.
I guess that works. We're just gonna roll with it. We have Chisei Kotagawa from Grand Blue, and if you know me, I love me my Grand Blue, and you watch Grand Blue, right?
I've read a few chapters of the manga and saw a few clips online, but I have not seen the full show, or neither have I read a lot of the manga. So,
dude, shit had me in stitches. It's so funny, and like I think Chisei Kotagawa is like a great straight man for that show. It's so funny, and then you put 2 SSS Gridman girls.
yes, with Mr. S, but yes, there are 4 S's. Yep, they are all Gibraltar. Yeah, they've got good feet. What can I say?
We have Asuza from also from Grand Blue. She's
That's
like
cool.
I think she's like a very great Onezan character, but I don't know. I don't even know if it's right to call her an Onezan character, but she's a great senpai. She's I don't know. She's great. She's mega horny, which is funny as hell. Mio from K-On!
Yes.
I didn't watch K-On!, but I liked Mio personally.
I think I've only finished fully season 1, and then I watched part of season 2 because it was on TV. But yeah, I like K-On!
K-On! Is actually like one of those big, shows that my friends and I meme for literally no reason. Like we acknowledge it's probably a good show, but we just meme on it for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
We have Lilith Asami. That's her name for Trinity 7.
Trinity 7, and this one is definitely a girl tier.
I'm not even gonna flame you for that because
I cannot argue, man. My logic is flawless.
she has a good personality, though. I think.
I forgot her. Like the only personality I know is on her chest. So.
Is that from Kata no Kyokai?
Nope, that's from that's Asuka Tanaka from Hibiki Euphonium.
Yeah, music shows don't do it for me.
What do you mean? It's a Yuri show.
Remember when we when we said, "Hey, let's go watch Liz and the Bluebird," and then we turned it on and then didn't watch it.
Yep, and then we did something other. I think we played like Azurlane or something.
I don't remember. No, it definitely wasn't Azurlane. It was.
No, we did something else for sure. And no, I think we turned on League afterwards.
We just turned on League and started playing instead of watching Liz and the Bluebird.
Jesus Christ, I feel bad. I'm gonna finish it eventually.
No, you won't.
Maybe.
We have Sai Nijima from Persona 5.
Which I don't think was adapted or animated. Oh, no. It was definitely animated by then. It was definitely animated by then. I take it back.
It was animated, I want to say last year? Yeah.
A while ago.
I don't know, she's hot. That's all I have to say about that.
Almost Gibraltar, but she's got some personality at least.
And it's so interesting that like you can't romance her in Persona 5.
Dude, romance her in the dungeons, man. Or not dungeons, but the prison.
It's a palace, you uncultured swine. I have a Joker profile picture on Twitter, so obviously everything I say about Persona 5 is true. And I haven't even played Persona 5. I'm just gonna be real honest. honest.
Alright. I theme my channel after Persona 5. Tell me about it. And then we have headphone jack or earphone jack. I don't know her actual name.
Jiro. Kyoko Jiro. Jiro is best girl in best girl in My Hero Academia. Well, best.
Although I'd probably
school.
drop her. Yeah.
Now there's.
I'd probably drop her for Hirotsuka Sensei though.
What was that?
I'd probably drop her for Hirotsuka Sensei if we have to slot her in. And
No, we're not slotting people in. We're only adding.
oh, okay.
You don't demean other.
Okay.
You don't demean waifus to raise up other ones.
Yeah, but they can get worse from old age, you know, just like normal human beings.
Okay.
If they grow old, nah, I'm just kidding.
And we put Rias Grammary on here because you're a horny bitch.
Yep, it's a Gibraltar tier.
Shout out to that one figure that Giga bought for the Trash Taste podcast, because that was the top tier Rias
right?
figure.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that we're missing that we didn't put on here that we should have for whatever reason?
Nothing comes to mind for now, but that's probably because I just woke up. But
because you're a smooth brain animal.
Yeah, probably. Tokino Sora. Oh wait, sorry, wrong genre. Where do we put the Shina? That's her name, right? From Shina Mashiro from Sakura Soul. We probably put her in A, right?
I think we put her in autistic tier. I think we literally had a tier that was just like, I don't know, not good, and then we put her in there. But like, I don't think Mashiro is. She didn't deserve to win.
Mm-hmm. I know she's pretty popular, but so people might be interested. I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised because this is my list, but like, we don't have any Fullmetal Alchemist people in here, so that
I'm
might
not
be
surprised.
People aren't expecting.
No.
Yeah.
This is our list, damn it. We'll do it how we want. I can think of 3 that I should have put it that high.
Really? 3's the one.
Aoyama Nanami from Sakura-so, because she really was best girl. I think I've sent you Nanami deserves better at least 4 times in our Facebook chat.
Yes. Something like that. Yeah. Every other month.
Yeah, every other month. Let me just do that now, just so I can piss you off. Hold on.
No. What's happening?
There we go. Sense.
Nice.
Kasumi Yoshizawa from Persona 5 Royale, because I think I have not played Royale, but I can already tell she's best girl, and that's not because she has red hair. It's because she's cute.
So Gibraltar here.
Shut up. But like, I saw a figure of her, and like, I haven't played Persona 5 Royale yet, but I can just tell, and it was just such a good figure for Kasumi. Oh my god, it was so good. I would have paid for it if I didn't live at home and didn't allow my parents questioning why I bought a $130 anime figure.
I mean, it makes sense, right? She's like a dancer or like a performer, so she has a good figure. So yeah, well, good figure physically, and then
good
it
figure
well.
in more than one connotation. We get it.
Yes. Okay.
And then here, Hirotsuka, obviously, because.
Oh, of course. I mean, yeah. We talked about it. That's why I didn't.
I'm just looking through my my anime list just to see if there are any that we missed. Where would you have put Misaki from Railgun?
A or S. She's pretty much Gibraltar. I mean, she's pretty nice. Like, she's better than Gibraltar, so probably S. She's like a Gibro, but actually nice.
We're not going to talk about any of the girls from Rent a Girlfriend because, to be fair, Chizuru is actually a fun character, and it wasn't as bad to read after 70 chapters, which is almost as good. Like, yeah, no, like, after chapter 70, I could actually read it without wanting to shoot myself. I mean, that's still better than having to go through 70 episodes of Black Clover until it actually gets bearable. Yes, we're Black Clover haters, deal with it.
I'm more surprised by the fact that you read 70 chapters of the manga. But
no, I read 150.
That's more than what I read for Tower of God, and not Tower of God, God of High School.
Help! I have no self-control. What do I do?
Yes, go watch the Karano Kyokai. Go watch it. Go watch it next time you think about reading Red Girlfriend, and go watch Ava next time you think about watching a bad show. So that'll protect you for like the next week, probably. I'll give you a week's worth of protection until you finish the shows.
I think Maple would be a contender for high tier. From Bofuri.
Bofuri?
But she's like pure, so I don't know if she would make it. She would make it that high.
I don't know. I think she's like a middle of the table to the maybe slightly high end, but like she's not.
You know who we should have put on here? Minare Koda. Because alcoholic ranting anime woman is fun as fuck.
She wasn't out at that time. She wasn't out. It came out last season. We made this like before that, so
we made this at the very end of February.
Yep. So before episode 1 of those shows came out.
Yeah. I think we put Hollow in like A tier, but
yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
And that is why she's never won a championship.
I probably would put Naoto in S tier, but she's one of those that shows up late, so she doesn't get as much development as she really could.
Yeah, I think I put her in A or something. But then you didn't know anything about them, so you couldn't have said anything about it. So that pretty much was my veto.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I also hadn't played Persona 4 at that time, so.
Yeah. That's why you couldn't. That's why you couldn't have done it like anything to change the standings, because you didn't know better, right, at the time, because you haven't played it yet, which is fine.
I think arguably you could put Mediota or Silesia in S tier from recreators, but that would be a hard justification.
That's pushing it a little. We already have too many people in there, honestly. And I mean, we should cut down future bro tier character.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. Okay, I guess we're keeping High School DxD on there.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think we've got most of everybody who deserves to be in S tier. But anyway, 2 recommendations for this week, because we've been rambling about waifus for over an hour and a half at this point.
Yeah.
We've lost all sense of self-control.
Yes, we have.
I wonder if future music's gonna. I'm gonna be editing this fucking audio, and I'm just gonna be like, so, oh my god, why did I say those things? Why did we say those things? Bless you. Alright. My 2 recommendations. The 100 Girlfriends Who Really... Fuck, how many reallys are there? Who really, really love you. Something like that. It's a harem manga that has, I want to say 26 chapters. It's about a guy who meets a god who is very incompetent as a god, and he says, oh, hey, you have 100 soulmates, and if you don't get them to be in harem with you, they'll die. And that's the premise. I'm not kidding. But it's like a very fourth wall breaky manga, and it's just ridiculously stupid for no reason, and it's funny as fuck. You've read some of this.
Yeah, I've read some of it. I've read like 20 chapters ish. Yeah. There's a MILF, by the way.
Oh my god, that was just so funny. That's just so random.
Yeah.
It was oh my god. It's not a show that you commend for, or not a show. It's not a manga that you commend for being like legitimately good. It's a manga that you commend for being funny and random.
Yep. It's a quick read because there's not much of it right now.
And second is, because we're going along with a waifu war manga, is not Nisekoi, because dumpster fire once again.
Oh, it's Red the Girlfriend, I see.
I said dumpster fire, not nuclear explosion. Is the quintessential quintuplets, and quintessential quintuplets is it's actually pretty popular, because when I was in Japan, I saw a bunch of their merch all around. I actually saw I went to a pop-up shop for that. And the second season is going to air in January 2021, and it is the most entertaining waifu war I have ever seen, by far.
Manga is better. Please read the manga. Don't watch the anime.
Yeah, especially
That's
since Beaverly Studios is doing it, and I don't know how much faith I have in them. But like, the manga is really good. I promise. I remember I was talking with my friend Nick, and I was talking about this was back in like when the first season of the show was actually airing, and I mentioned something about how I was watching it, and he made fun of me. He's like, "Oh, you're watching a trashy harem show. You've really fallen to grace," or some bullshit like that. And I'm like, "Damn right I am. I love harems. You can judge me all you want, but I'm not ashamed." And I met up with him this past January, so I could give him something from Japan and for dinner. And he's like, "Yeah, I ended up catching up to it, and yeah, that's really good. I'm sorry."
Correct.
If it can change his mind, then you can sit through it. It is finished, so you can read the whole thing, and you can honestly stop after like 100 chapters because the ending is a little sus. But you know, it was still the ending was decent, but the stuff before that was really good. Do you have anything that you want to recommend, or did you forget about this segment?
No, I didn't forget about this segment. I actually have something to add from last week's or not last week, but like last episode's recommendation. So I remember saying Niji Sanji, or I remember saying I don't know a VTuber from Niji Sanji that's good at singing, but Inui Toko from Niji Sanji, part of the Sambaka debut group. She's really good at singing. She has a lot of good anime covers. So yeah, you can check that out. This is just like a follow up to last week's thing, because I don't think I said any names from Niji Sanji Camp when it came to singing VTubers. Toko doesn't primarily do singing stuff, but when she does sing, it's really good. But otherwise, for this week, maybe I'll actually do an anime recommendation instead of VTuber stuff. I don't know. I feel like I feel like people can give Samurai Flamenco a try.
Okay, I vaguely remember that, but it's not one that I've watched to complete. I don't think I've watched any of it, but I have watched.
It's a
like seen
it's not a traditionally good show, but if you treat it as like a parody, it is very good. It is a very good parody. Or not parody. It's a satire. It's a very good satire of the Kamen Rider genre, right? What would you say is the Kamen Rider genre? Was it kaijus? Kaijus is very different, right? Kaiju is like the big monsters.
I give you straight honest, I have no idea what the Kamen Rider genre is.
Oh, okay. So basically, Kamen Riders are in Japan, like people who wear a belt, and then they slot a cartridge into the belt, and then they transform into Superman, and then they go into like alternate dimensions of fight monsters, right? And these monsters are usually like aliens, but they're like generally human sized. And then the Kamen Riders are basically just the same people, but placed into like tight suits and like wearing masks and stuff, and then they're just fighting monsters with like superpowers and like roundhouse kicks and whatever.
Jesus
so
Christ,
Samurai Flamenco.
Holy fuck.
Yep. It's a pretty big thing in Japan. Since forever ago, since a long time ago, it's pretty popular among like younger children. But this one is a parody of that genre. Well, I'm gonna say it's a parody of that genre, and then you're gonna watch it thinking, what the hell? How is this a parody of the Kamen Rider genre? And then you will find out why. Because there are 24 episodes, and this show takes a 180 turn in its direction, like halfway through the series, or halfway through the 24 episode. So basically after the first core. I don't want to say too much because it will spoil the surprise, but just know that if you watch it with friends, with the intention to laugh at it,
you're gonna laugh at all the anime I watch except for Grave of the Fireflies because fuck.
Yep, it's I enjoy it in the same way that I enjoy Arifureta episode 1, which I think we briefly talked about.
That was like what, a month or 2 months ago. I'm still on the Arifureta as a guilty pleasure train, dude.
I mean, I'm on the episode 1 was a fun time because of what a train wreck it was type of enjoyment. So you can imagine what Samurai Flamenco is going to be like. It is very bizarre.
That's why you should watch Rent a Girlfriend.
It is better than Rent a Girlfriend, even though it's a train wreck. I don't even know. No, it cannot be. It's not a train wreck. It's intentional. It's satire. So it's not exactly a train wreck. It's just weird. It's a very weird show. I would definitely recommend it for like if you want like a bizarre viewing experience. That's not like if you want to watch something that you will never see in anime ever again. Go watch that because it's probably what people feel like when they're high.
I don't know. I've never been high, so I can't compare. Well, that's all we have for this week. Stay safe and stay degenerate.